Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, my darlings. My delighted, lovely people. I'm very excited to be here. I didn't do a video yesterday. I was in a really deep meditation all day yesterday and most of today, to be honest with you. So I'm like all, yay, I get to do another video, which is so funny to me because when my guides started pushing me to do this channel, I was like, you want me to do what? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And now I'm like, oh, I get to do a reading. I'm so excited. So here we are. I did a reading earlier. I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to wait until this one's done. Then I'm going to put them both up one after the other. So I guess technically by the time you see this one, that one will be up. Anyway, point being, some of the meditation, a lot of the meditation yesterday was about, where I'm going in 2022 with my soul work and my mission in this shift. And there's a lot of exciting stuff actually happening there. I'm going to actually enroll in a year-long course on spiritual gifts and crystal healing. And I'm very excited about that because I love my crystals and my stones, as you may be able to tell. Although this is a very small representation of what I've got. So I'm gonna kind of grow in that area, and I'm gonna grow this channel. And I've got my soulmate. Oh, that's got loud. This little tinkling Christmas bells. They get very loud. And I've got, my own soulmate mission that I am working towards as well. A lot of that, though, is, personal work like we've all got. It's a lot of health related for me. I need to get my physical body in better shape to be able to really take on life outside this house again. But anyway, I'm excited. I mean, I think 2022 is going to challenge us all in very different ways than we've been challenged so far. But I think that if you've kind of got your head in the right place about this being a shift and about where your work lies within that shift, I think that you're going to be great. Once we get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, one of the things that came up in meditation yesterday, and the reason I say 1,000 is because that's how many I need to go live on the phone, and my laptop's just not good enough to go live with that. So I need 1,000 subscribers before I can start to go live. But when I do that, I'm going to probably 3 times a week do some live videos where we can just chat. And, I can actually ask you, how's your week going? How's your day going? Do you need prayer for anything? Do you need, we might pull cards. We'll see. I mean, we'll see where it goes. We've got to get 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe, please, if you haven't, and like and share the channel and all of that. So anyway, this is one of the things I changed on the channel were my playlists. I narrowed it down to effectively life, love, and laughter. Life is going to be a general reading in the morning where we can chat about the shift. We can chat about things outside of our soulmate stuff, although it tends to always come back down to that, doesn't it? Work that needs to be done, spiritual growth, all of that good stuff. Health, fitness, careers. I mean, like I see it going in many directions. Streaming out of whatever the cards and the energy is, and I'm really excited about that. I think it'll be fun. It was a little weird today, because it's the first one I've done on this channel that wasn't meant for a very specific audience. But it's a little broader. The energy is a little bit more general. The soulmate stuff still came up in it though. But I'm excited to get this one done because this is love. This will be our general love. It'll be our soulmate love, our twin flame love, third party stuff, all of the things I've been already doing. And then laughter is just going to be me, and a lot of the times me and Amy, because we're always hanging out together. Hanging out at Disney, or sometimes just around the house, just having fun, just laughing, just enjoying life. 2 reasons. One, laughter, super, super important, especially going into next year. And secondly, I just feel like you all should have a better sense of, who's doing your reading, who I am. Because you're trusting my advice and my insight, so you should know me a little bit better, other than just my lovely hands here, which are no longer adorned because I took everything off. And with all of that preamble said and done and cards shuffled, let's see what Spirit wants to say today about soulmates. I feel like it's a general message. They didn't tell me to read on anything specifically. I'm going to cut the deck one more time. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck because that usually tells me a story and tells me where we're going and what we need to read on. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Wish fulfillment, dreams, things asked of spirit. It's a major arcana card, so it's God energy, intuition, all of that is in there. She's wishing on this star in this card. I'm not really sure. This is my fairy tale deck, and I'm actually not sure which fairy tale that is. We might look it up, but we might not. Stay focused. So we've got the Star fueled by the Queen of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. Fueled by the Four of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to the Sun. Oh, and underneath that actually is the Queen and the Ace of Cups. Okay, witches and the Devil. Oh my God, you guys! Like seriously, this is coming totally off of the reading from earlier. What's under the Devil? Just out of curiosity, the Fool. Strength. Oh, this is the High Priestess. All my arcana, major arcana, has like all conjoined together. I'm going to shuffle that deck more before we actually do our reading. Okay, taking our actual first 5 cards before I got overly excited over here. You've wished for something. This is your fire, your passion, your beauty, your independence, your flirtiness. All of that I feel in this. Your magic. This is Pele, goddess of the volcano. Your fire, your passion. The Four of Wands. This is marriage. This is committed. This is the 11-11, 4 Wands, 11-11. Committed marriage, partnership, happily ever after. Strong, committed relationship. But you're hiding under the covers a little bit from it. And, I would be like, oh, why? I mean, this is like all amazing energy. And why are you hiding? But then the Devil showed up over here. So I know why you're hiding. But God's leading this wish. No, this is a wish going to come true. There's no doubt that this wish comes true because you've got the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I just heard my guide say the only word of warning I would give you on this is don't assume you know how the wish is being answered. Because I feel like you've got some devil energy here, which means some things are not necessarily the way they seem. Sometimes we'll wish for something and we think we've got it, and it turned out no, all that was a step towards the ultimate wish. With God journeys, with love journeys, especially, you got to stay open. You got to stay fluid. You've got to be good to yourself. You've got to be good to your heart. But you've got to trust. God's got you on this. You started with the Star and ended with the Star underneath here. And then, of course, the Fool. That's our new beginning over here. So, but now I need to do another shuffle because I don't want all of these cards congealed at the bottom of our deck like that. So let me just shove them in randomly in our deck and see what Spirit wants to say today. I'm excited. When I did the life energy earlier today, the Devil was there too, and it's like the Devil's trying to stop you, especially as we go into the new year. I feel like the energy is kind of congealing. These messages, these readings are timeless, but at the same time I am recording this just a couple of days. We're a couple days after Christmas, so we're between Christmas and New Year, and the energy is starting to kind of pile up going into that big New Year whoosh that we make collectively just because of our belief in the new year. So there's always a buildup of this energy that's coming to really wash us into something new. You got to get some work done though. You got to do some clearing. There's some stuff that you shouldn't take with you into the new year. There's definitely some stuff. Watch the life reading. Like I said, it wasn't specifically for love, but the Lovers came up in that. The Two of Cups came up in that. I swear, I've seen the Lovers and the Two of Cups more since I started doing this channel than I have probably in the last decade that I've been reading cards. It drives me crazy. Those cards never seem to want to come up, and now they come up all the time, which I think is really cool, because I think that's a statement for where we are in the energy, and it's a validation towards, you know, what I'm saying and what I'm hearing from my guides about 2022 being this huge year for our soulmate connections. Oh, but we gotta not be afraid of them. You know, we've gotta not be afraid of them. I think that a lot of us have been, and myself included in this, you know, we've been burned so much that we want it, but we don't really want to, we don't want to put ourselves through it again. We need to work on that. That's some of the stuff that I would highly suggest working on before the new year. Our faith in that, you know, this will be okay, that God has our back, God has our heart. It's protected. All right. Bottom of the deck this time is the Six of Swords. We are moving on to calmer waters. And this, to me, this just piggybacks on what I said. You know, we're moving on from broken hearts into something serene and beautiful and easier. Because the thing is the twin flame stuff and a lot of these relationships that have been going on have been freaking ridiculously hard and painful, and have broken our hearts and burnt us to ash and caused us to do all this work and ascend and become more than we were, which means we don't need to do that again. As long as we did the work, as long as we ascended through the journey, we don't need to do that again. We can move on from this tortured, crazy, stormy waters into something beautiful. Oh, our Eight of Swords came back, followed by our Six of Cups, the Hierophant. Oh, and the Five of Pentacles. Oh, y'all. Are you worrying? Are you worrying? You want to believe me, but you don't want to believe me. Can't blame you. I feel the same way sometimes. It's not just me, but I'm just saying. We're gonna clarify with the little lights here deck. I want to, you know what I do want to do though, is I want to grab the book for this card here, because I want to see which, sorry, this is going to shake the table. I got one drawer that sticks on my, you know what? I don't even think the book's in here. Oh, yep, it is. I've got one drawer that sticks on my table here and tends to shake everything if I need to open it. All right, so this deck here is Tarot of the Divine. It's one of my favorite decks that I have, and I love using it for the Twin Flame Soulmate stuff because they all connect to fables and fairy tales and mythology. So there's a different depth, a more, you can really go deep with this deck, and I feel like with these types of relationships, that's usually a good thing. But I want to see the Hierophant. I want to see which legend or mythology that is. Since I've got the book open, might as well read. The star was Sister Alanushka and Brother Ivanushka. It's a Russian fairy tale. The star is a symbol of hope after a disaster. Moving on to calmer waters. The need to remain positive after misfortune, to remember that things can get better again. It is staying calm and open to future possibilities, seeing your situation with open eyes, mind, and heart. I realize that's not the card I came in here to read on, but I did say earlier, I wonder if I should read on the star. So since I just had to pass by it, I did. All right, the Hierophant is White Buffalo Woman, which is a Lakota deity from North Dakota. The Hierophant is a divine figure and teacher who shares the rules, rites, and rituals to follow as a community. There is a place for everyone and everyone in their place. She encourages the comfort and support of the group, the path well trodden. And of course, the Hierophant classically means tradition. It's very traditional. When I get it in the Lightseer deck, because that card has so much joy on it, I see it as bring your joy in. But traditionally, the Hierophant means tradition. All right, so what we have then is you've got your Eight of Swords. somebody hiding under the covers from all of these swords, which are already, they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything, but we're hiding under the covers because they're scary. We're probably hiding under the covers thinking about our twin flame. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's actually supposedly, thinking back to childhood, fond memories of childhood. When I do twin flame readings in particular, I always read this as the twin flame energy, particularly twin flame energy, not necessarily soulmate energy. You're looking back on this relationship, of the good parts of it, of what you wanted, of what you dreamed of it would be, of what you hoped it would be. And then we've got, tradition, community. And then we end up with the Five of Coins, Five of Pentacles. This one, this is the little match girl. I've always said, it's funny because I've said, like, ever since I started reading tarot, the Five of Pentacles has always made me think of the little match girl. Well, in this deck, apparently I'm not the only one. Locked out in the cold, left out in the cold, frozen. She freezes to death with her little matches while everybody's in the church on Christmas Eve or Christmas night. It's such a tragic story. I feel like today's reading is coming up as a huge warning. Y'all, there is good stuff ahead, but you've got to let go of what you had in the past. And I think that that's your twin flame stuff. And I'm so sorry to say that, because I don't say it lightly or easily. And again, general readings, trust your own instinct and your guides. But in many cases, what has happened is these twin flame relationships came in to set us up for these sacred partnerships that we needed to be in to help bring healing back to the planet, light back to the planet. I mean, think about it. Okay, the twin flame is supposed to be two halves of the same soul. That's you helping yourself ascend. It's not a narcissistic, I want to be in love with myself. I get all the connotations of it, feels like home and all of that. But these sacred partnerships do as well. And these sacred partnerships are balanced out in different ways than twin flames are balanced out. Twin flames far more mirroring in a twin flame situation, because it's about helping you ascend. I mean, even in this video, look, helping you be up there. I know it's a stretch, but it works. You need to be the leader of your community. But I fear the possibility here of you just sitting out in the cold and burning your matches until they burn out and then freezing to death, especially if you're waiting for somebody a twin flame to come back. You've got your flame right here. Those flames all burn out and she freezes to death. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm reading the cards and the energy and what I'm hearing from my guides, and it's like it's flowing together in pieces. I'm just saying, this flame isn't going to keep you warm anymore. This flame isn't going to keep you from freezing. Let's go ahead and start clarifying. On the on the bottom of this deck, we have the Four of Wands. The 1111 card, the happy marriage. I mean, this in this deck too, it's look, they're celebrating joyous marriage. Yeah, these two girls, they love each other. They're celebrating each other. It can be friendship and partnership in other ways, but given that we're doing twin flame love readings, this is a romantic union. One that you've worked hard for, but not in the way that you think. My guides, I just heard my guide say that, not in the way that you think. You've got the Tower coming. You're going to turn into the Empress, which is going to get you everything you ever wanted. Apparently the Emperor, look at that. Oh, and look. 2 cards down, there's your Two of Cups. There's your soulmate energy again. Now I feel the need to shuffle these again before we actually do the clarifying. And it opened right to the devil. I'm telling you, the devil is lurking right now. And I don't mean that in a literal sense. I don't mean like, oh, Satan is behind every corner. But devil energy is lurking around trying to stop us. You guys, as we go into this new year, there's so much energy wanting to push us forward. The devil is lurking around with their foot out, just waiting to see who they can trip up. We've got to be careful. All right. Oh, now at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. She's lovely. I'm not looking any deeper. We're just going to clarify these cards because I could do this all day. Oh, there's our Emperor back. Chariot, and the Emperor drives the chariot. The Emperor is driving that chariot fast, straight at you. At you, the Empress. And you guys, I stuck those in separate. I didn't even put them back in together. I stuck them in separate. Yeah, this is a before and after story. Oh, and there's your Tower. Ace of Wands, new beginning. Which, you know, you would need after a Tower. There's your soulmate. And there's the fear, you know, that you don't want it. That you don't want this. And that's the Devil's playing off that energy right there. All right, so we've got Eight of Swords. This is mindfuckery. Apologize for the language. I should have done that in advance, but anyway. That's what this card is, okay? This is fears, unrealized fears. This is you are afraid of, and I'm gonna read it the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm feeling it, the way I'm hearing it. There are a lot of interpretations. If you're hearing something different, then take that, okay? Let the cards speak for themselves to you, but I'm going to give you my interpretation of this. You have fears about your heart. You have fears about this twin flame. You don't want to let this go because this was everything. And the way the spiritual community was and on fire with these, oh, that's kind of, no pun intended, with these relationships. I've been in this for the last decade with y'all. I've seen it. I've seen the changes. I've seen the growth. I've seen the pining. I've seen the misery. I've seen the people putting on the stiff upper lip and moving on. I've seen all of it. Okay. We are so bogged down with what we think a twin flame is and what it's supposed to be. All I'm saying is open up to a possible broader interpretation. You won't lose anything that's divinely intended for you. No matter how hard you try, you can't lose something that's divinely intended for you. What this is telling me is that while you're sitting here under the covers, afraid of either losing this person or of getting your heart broken again, the real deal is coming at you fast to bring you all the love in the world. Look at how active that love is. There's so much energy around this queen. This is the Queen of Cups. She's got the Ace of Cups right there. You put the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups together. We don't have him at the moment, but the King of Cups, and you have the Two of Cups, which we do have. This is you. The balanced energy of all four queens. This is what your twin flame relationship was supposed to bring you to. The balanced energy of all four queens, particularly heavy with love. Your whole soul, your soul star chakra, all your chakras opened up, love, heart chakra wide open. You have so much love to give to this planet. This is what your twin flame relationship was supposed to do for you. It was supposed to bring you to a place of balanced beauty, your own power, your own infinite strength, your wisdom, your intuition. It was supposed to bring all of that online so that you could bathe in love and send this out to the universe. There is a Tower moment coming in your sense of tradition, in your sense of community, in your sense of, you know, what this relationship was supposed to be. It's going to bring, this is the Ace of Swords. It's a new beginning, but this is a new mental beginning. This is a new thought process. This is an elevation. This is a spiral staircase. It's an ascension. It's a new understanding. Your Tower moment is going to bring you an ascension on what tradition is, on what community is, on what your role in your leadership is in your tribe, in your sphere. But here's my big warning to you over here. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's say that the person you're meant to be with, your great love, is not your twin flame, but a sacred soulmate partnership. Okay, you're sitting outside the church freezing to death, lighting these matches, hoping that your twin flame will come so you can light a big enough match You know, both flames come together and the match is big enough that you don't freeze to death. I'm telling you that's not going to happen. From what I'm seeing or hearing from these cards, that is my opinion, that's not going to happen. Something better is coming in. Something beautiful. Something, I mean, this water flows. I can, honestly, right this second, I can feel the sparks coming off that water, the energy. This is flowing. This is like finding a perfect stream, a pure, pristine stream in the middle of the woods. This is magic right here, dripping from your fingertips with this other person. The biggest warning, fear, concern I have for you is, are you going to say, I don't want it because it's not this person? Or, I don't want it because I just don't want to risk my heart again. I'm tired. I get tired. But that's my biggest concern for you. And there's not even anything I can pull on that, because I'm telling you flat out, the cure for this is your own bravery. Take this. In whatever form this comes at you, this is what you've been looking for. This is what you've been working for. This is what you went through all this mess for. Don't shortchange yourself. These relationships are coming in and they don't look the way we think they're going to look. We have to trust spirit on this. I am going to do one more, as I hit the camera. Sorry. I'm going to do, I is a professional. I'm going to do one more reading. Very, very quick little reading with a different deck here. I'll do the White Sage deck. I'm going to flat out ask Spirit. I'm just trying to figure out how Spirit knows what I want to know anyway, and it was going to tell me the answer in the energy and in words, and I'm clairaudient, so I hear things very clearly. But what I want to do this reading on is, I want to put it, am I right? But I don't really care if I'm right or not. So it's not that. It's just, what I'm saying to you is, the twin flame was here to get you ready for this sacred soulmate partnership. Is this sacred soulmate partnership coming, and is it going to be what I say it's going to be, which is more than anything any of us can imagine? I want to know this for myself too. So let's just do this. It's very brief. I'm not going to keep you much longer here. And if you choose to check out at this point of the video, thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, share, all those things, wonderful things. And I appreciate you for being here. But for those of you that are sticking around, let's just do this quick reading and see what Spirit has to say on these new unions that are coming in. First of all, are they coming in? And are they going to be what I say they're going to be? What are they going to be? What? Yeah, that's what I should ask. Are they coming in, and what are they going to be? That's what we're going to draw on. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Then we have the Fool. 1, 2. Page of Swords. Justice. Queen of Pentacles. And then we're back around to the Lovers, the Star, the Empress. Okay. Even the Seven of Wands seems to fit. I'm just going to set it there. Okay. This is my little bottom of the deck story reading. I know that it's backwards and weird, but this is how I've always done it. Or actually, that's not true. This is how I've grown into doing it. Seven of Swords is sneaky. It's self-delusion. It's denial. That's where we're at. We need a new beginning. Page of Swords is a new understanding. It's learning a new idea. It's learning a new concept of twin flames, of deep soulmates. I love the Justice in this deck because this is weighing out the heart. Literally. God wants to bring justice to this. The Queen of Pentacles is, you know, the other amazing queen in the deck, which is, she's so nurturing and so loving. I don't think that's where you are right now. I think this has been shut off because of what you've been through. I think that you're afraid to love again, and you're afraid, It's almost like your heart has hardened, so you can't nourish your tribe the way you want to. I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying that's a message for someone in there. But then over here, we've got a callback to the reading I just did. We've got the Lovers, the Star, which is your wish after a very hard time, a betrayal, a loss. This is a wish come true. And there's your energy, the Empress energy, the balanced energy of the Four Queens, which is who you need to be. This is the Empress and the Emperor in this card. They're passionate. They're passionate for each other. They're passionate for life. And they have so much love between them. Let's go ahead and stick these in, and then I'm going to do a really quick actual reading. I'm sticking these in all random so they don't come back up in the same place. Watch out for self-delusion, for denial. Watch out for that. Also watch out for false messages. This one included. You know, I'm serious when I tell you, you have to... I know that what I'm talking about here is not most people on this planet. There's a select few people that are here to do these sacred partnerships. And I'm one of them, so I'm here to talk to that so that I can help light up the other ones that are here. Always take everything that I say past your own guides and your own understanding of your relationship and your destiny and your truth. Okay. Eight of Cups. Six of Swords. Justice is back. Oh, Five of Swords. This reading totally ties into the life reading I did earlier today. So I highly recommend watching both readings. Okay, your Eight of Cups here. You know, this is walking away from something. In this deck, this cup is toppling off the top. It's not walking away of its own free will. It's been shoved. But that lands in victory and justice for your heart. You are being shoved out of something. You're being shoved out of the nest to a place of victory and justice and balance for your heart. And you're fighting it the entire way. You are fighting it. With this Five of Swords, this is I won the battle but lost the war. This is I'm going to stick with my twin flame. I know that I'm right about this. And you lose the most passionate, amazing love story ever told. And if you have the possibility at that, I don't want to see you lose that. I don't want to see you miss that. A lot of people will, though. I think most people will, to be honest with you. I don't even know what I'm doing over here. I wasn't planning on clarifying these cards. I think that they speak for themselves. I'm going to put this in real blunt, very narrow terms. I'm trying to shove you off the top of this thing so that you walk away from your understanding that you have now about twin flames and soulmates and what they represent and what they're about, so that you can have victory, so that this planet can have victory, because we all play a part in this shift and it's important. But the victory for you is a balance out and a healing of your heart, so that you can be loved and give love and nurture and be the amazing empress that you're meant to be, to this planet, to your tribe, to your community, to your little ones. Don't do this to yourself. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, that's nonsense. Win the war. It is far more important than the battle. Nobody even remembers the battles at the end. They only remember who won the war. Oh, sorry, I'm getting all feisty over here. I'm just trying to decide if there's like anything else to be said on this or not. King of Cups, love. King of Swords, truth. Back to your warning, Four of Cups. And then under that, we've got the Five of Cups, which, you know, goes back to the life reading I did earlier. And then I haven't shuffled these since earlier yet. Because I was like, there's the Star and the Four of Wands too. I'm just, you know, I could draw cards all day. I could sit here and pull cards out all day. That's my message to you for today. Take some time and meditate. This is not something I take lightly. This is not something that's easy to do. But we are coming to the new year. People, we need to move in a different direction. We need to let go of what we thought we had, what we wanted, what we were about. Find what we are truly supposed to be about. King of Swords, Michael's sword of truth. Because we are coming into the new year. We need to do the healing. We need to do the ascension. We need to do the work we need to do so that we're ready in the spring for these relationships to start coming together. Don't be the people banging outside Noah's Ark wanting in when they can't open the doors anymore because then the floodwaters get in. Do the work now. I'm going to shut up. I do love you all so, so much. My heart goes out to each and every one of you that's in these situations because these have not been easy. I pray blessings on your heart. I pray you healing. I send you love. I pray for you wisdom and discernment so that you can tell your story and know what you're supposed to do. And I will see you on the next video.